857 Music Podcast.
All right, microphone check. 1, 2, 3, 4. YouTube streamers, audio podcast listeners, 857 fans, and for those listening for the very first time, we're going to be your hosts until they put us 6 feet under.
What?
Kevin, a.k.c. Tur-bo.
Jason, a.k.c. y.k.c, a.k.a. DJ N08.
Al, a.k.a. Al G.
Eric, a.k.a. the 23rd Stallion.
And that means that you're listening to another edition of the 857 Music Podcast, where we discuss music-related topics, releases, events, anything that comes to mind at the present. You're going to hear it here first. Now, before we get into the topic at hand, does anyone have any news that you want to let the audience know about? Something that they may have not picked up, something they read into, probably didn't catch all the details.
We know what the news is. Kev, like in case you don't know what the word news means, I'll explain it for you.
N-E-W-S.
No. All right, what's the topic?
No news. I didn't see anything that was,
It's actually been pretty quiet lately.
Yeah. It's nothing that was too interesting that was worth talking about.
There was an eclipse.
Don't look at the eclipse.
It's over.
Don't look straight into it.
It's over.
It's
I hope that you didn't look straight into it.
It's already over.
I didn't care too much for the eclipse. It's like blocking out the sun. You see a shadow.
What about that shit you were talking about, R. Kelly?
Oh yes. I think a woman stepped forward that allegedly said that she was abused by R. Kelly when she was a teenager.
That's hard to believe.
And
What do you mean by abused?
a sexual relationship,
R. Kelly? No.
inappropriate sexual relationship.
You mean signed? Music, all that.
She met him during the court case of the other. When he was going through court for the 14-year-old girl who was in the Tate with him, who was getting pissed on.
The candy shop.
Damn.
So, but no, what's going on with R. Kelly has to do with that. Supposed to be a sex cult or something. He's keeping a bunch of women allegedly. I don't know. We don't know if it's true or not. But the parents of some of these girls who haven't seen them in a while say that they're being abused, or he's holding them there against their will or some shit. So,
But the women have said he's not.
one woman said he was.
lots of
Another
money.
woman came up as saying that he did.
So it's like the Willy Wonka of like teens and shit.
We got like a back and forth, but
They're saying that he wasn't holding them hostage, like they're saying.
right.
They could be free to walk away, but if they're getting money and they're young, they're not going to walk away, basically.
Well, this woman in particular, I think, who had a previous sexual relationship with R. Kelly, said that she was choked, spit on, and cursed at.
She's
and,
still giving money.
and hit. I don't know, but I'm sure he was giving it. He was giving her money or whatever. But R. Kelly needs to stop.
It's probably part of the agreement.
How old is R. Kelly now?
He's 40 something, close to 50. I don't know.
I'm looking right now.
Yeah, while he looks for that, R. Kelly needs to stop. He needs to be stopped. What's wrong with women?
It's allegedly.
Alleged. It's alleged.
You don't know.
He needs to allegedly be stopped.
He's got a problem.
He needs to allegedly be stopped.
He's got a problem with young people, young women.
Seriously, it
We
started with
all know
Aaliyah.
that. We know that.
And
He's 50 years old.
damn,
Yeah.
damn.
Still
Really?
wants them 15 years old. Oh, you said 50.
He's
Wow.
He's 50, dude.
Wow. Yeah, he's far beyond too old to be keeping.
He
this shit
loves
up.
them barely legal.
Yeah.
No,
Damn.
barely. No, very, very illegal. Barely legal is 18. Oh, 7.
R. Kelly must be stopped. I want the truth to eventually come to light and justice to be served.
All right.
One way or the other.
All right.
Sound like a cheesy narrator.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's there, right? I like R. Kelly's music. I thought it was cool, but this shit's foul.
All right, but what's the topic?
The topic.
Hip-hop artists affected by drug and alcohol abuse.
So it's like all of them.
We all love
Everyone.
the Pushnickens just like everyone else. No, I'm playing. They didn't have anything.
No, Jay-Z has remarkably never been linked to any type of drug abuse or anything.
No.
Yeah.
Just selling them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Selling them and taking them at different things, though. Very, very different things. So we gotta give him credit for not letting drugs ruin his career.
Yeah, let's give him credit.
All right. So what artist comes to mind besides ODB? You know, he's definitely an artist.
Who's ODB?
Old Dirty Bastard.
Oh, dirty bastard.
I thought that was
Yes.
a wrestler in old TNA. Am I
Actually,
lying?
it was. That's
Yeah.
actually true. That's actually true. Wrestling reference, y'all.
The female version of
So, clarify it for the people.
Old Dirty Bastard.
Yes. Osiris.
Yes.
Not old dirty bitch.
Staten Island's finest.
Well, I mean, yeah, he's
Wu-Tang alumni. Rest in peace.
pieced.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Old Dirty Bastard. He, I think he died from a was an overdose.
It was an overdose of cocaine.
Cocaine
and
overdose?
Some painkiller.
I need
Yeah.
help.
Yeah.
I need help.
he was dead serious.
All right.
Help me, please.
What's Lil Wayne's issue? He has like
Codeine.
it's codeine, right?
Codeine.
Because he has like seizures every once in a while, right?
Codeine.
And he had to cancel a couple of shows because of that. So it's codeine.
Mm-hmm.
That's a down south problem.
The scissor,
More so. More so like
say that
everyone
again,
down south.
crazy. Say that again.
scissor.
Okay, what's scissor?
It's,
Explain to the people.
from what I understand, is it the cough medicine? Yeah.
Sprite and cough medicine, yes.
See where we go. See,
He said that.
I'm not that white. I'm only half white.
He said
No, so-
that's art.
So you should know about Sprite and cough medicine.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly.
Wait, that's art.
Apparently it slows you down.
Yeah. That shit's not good. And anybody else? Do we have any other rappers?
Gucci man.
Oh, what was his problem?
Drugs, man.
Probably coke.
Mad drugs. He got a tattoo of a fucking
Ice
ice cream
cream cone?
cone on his face.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with
You got to be on drugs to get some shit like that, man.
Maybe just like ice cream.
Isn't he clean
Yeah.
now though?
Yeah.
I thought he changed his life.
Huh?
Isn't he clean now? Had he changed-
He's sober now.
he
Yeah,
is. He was on
he changed
ESPN recently on
Don't they call him a clone?
Clone.
I hear that he's a clone.
Oh, that's a stupid ass
Yeah.
theory online and shit.
his
That's
big
not
A
the
group
real
of
him?
people that have the stupid theory that there's clones of fucking celebrities and shit. And they have like these fake photos and shit like to prove it. They're like, yeah, look at this wrinkle. This wasn't there the last
Oh
time.
my
Shit.
god.
It's called
performed it.
aging. It's called
It's
aging.
fucking
No,
stupid.
it goes away. They can't age backwards.
Nah, he's
Yeah.
got a full. He's got a
So
full set of horse teeth.
It's
So
on
dumb.
drugs and not on drugs.
Yeah.
And he was in jail, came out of jail, and had a very productive year. So you know,
I didn't hear him.
Wow.
Shit, he said, I ain't
no, he's a label head, right? Doesn't he have his own label or something?
He introduced every garbage rapper out in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Very productive.
Thanks to him.
Very
Thanks.
productive.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thanks for
man.
ruining hip hop.
Yeah.
DMX. I think is another rapper that had a hard time with drugs, even still.
Yeah.
If
To
you heard
this
our
day.
podcast, we have discussed DMX a lot.
Poor DMX.
He's
Seriously.
Yeah.
yes. But he preaches.
What was it? Mostly coke.
I would guess.
Crack.
It's always coke.
I would guess.
Not crack.
Who cares?
Bobby Brown, speaking of crack, he had a problem with
Had
or he still has a problem.
He's
with
still
drugs.
around.
Right, yeah, he's still
Yeah.
around.
crackheads don't die. They die when they stop.
Man.
Whitney,
She stopped.
she stops in the tub.
Yeah, no.
It's terrible.
Her life stopped.
One of the worst that I've read was, at least money wise, was Flavor Flav. He said
Yes, right. He's on.
he used to spend $2,500 or something a day
That's not a lot.
On what?
for a good like
Crack.
6
drugs.
years
On
on
crack.
drugs.
How could you do that
Coke,
much
crack.
drugs?
That's crazy.
How could you do that much drugs?
And I was like, and he didn't die from that. That's
He
thank
just
God.
became a funky fresh vegetable.
Stop.
Yeah, but his brain
That's
is fucking burnt out, man.
That's true.
You know, I watched the what was it, the Flavor Flav roast I watched that shit the other day. What was it, like a month ago? I watched it,
Yeah.
and you know, at the end of every roast, how they have like, you know, they have the person that's getting roasted.
Roast
They have
everybody.
they have their fucking guy who sucked. Like, it was horrible. Like, he didn't even know. He was so burnt that he didn't even know he was being made fun of. He was just kind of like, with a stupid chalice and shit.
Wow.
He had the Viking hat, and he was sitting on. I was like,
That goes to show you when they disappear. Whenever these artists disappear, it's usually because of drugs or alcohol or
Yeah.
some problem.
some of them come back though. One artist that I was actually surprised about was Joe Buttons.
Mm-hmm.
He
Yeah, he was on some stuff.
he had a
He had a problem with
he was on MDMA. He got hooked on fucking Molly and ecstasy.
jeez.
Fuck around, have a Molly.
Coca, ecstasy.
And guess who got him out of it?
Who? Was that
Someone also who it was
Eminem
Eminem.
got him out?
Yeah,
Oh.
Really?
Eminem.
That's
Eminem
right.
might be one of
Eminem
the
actually,
biggest drug addicts.
he was like a mentor. He mentored him into getting through sobriety and getting out of the shit.
Speaking of Eminem,
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
but he's clean too.
he's had albums named after his.
Oh yeah,
He might be one of the biggest.
Huh?
but
Yeah.
Eminem is clean now.
Those
He doesn't
damn
do
purple
shit.
pills.
Yep. And Royce the 5'9" had a problem with alcohol.
Really?
Right? He was addicted to alcohol. Yeah,
Mhm.
They've all had struggles, man.
it's crazy.
But they came through though.
They were able to bounce back.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if like all of them like struggle at some point in time, especially if you're like famous and you got tons of parties and women and drinking. And
It's a lifestyle you get introduced to. and
It's
it's
like
hard
every day
turn it
is
down.
every day is turn up. So it's like you're gonna pick a day to be like, oh no, I'm not gonna party. You know, I was like, what?
Well, they
No.
don't remember the days anymore. It just
Yeah.
blends into one thing.
Your brain is fried and your body's just deteriorating. And you
Plus,
don't know
that whole industry is just
it's a,
Well,
dirty.
it's a fucking shit
It's
show.
dirty.
The
Yep.
people are just it's a complete shit show.
The association with drugs and alcohol and hip hop is so like profound that like
Think about
it's
Rock-
hard to get out of it. But there are rappers that actually do
About Travi from
surpass that shit.
Travi, where the
From,
hell did he go?
from Gym Class.
Gym
Heroes.
Class.
Where the fuck did he
Right.
go?
Right?
He had problems, right?
He had
Yeah.
mad problems.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's got a song called Pill Poppin' or Pill Mat or something.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, he's got. I remember he's got a song about that. Yeah.
Fucking Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
When he
Yeah,
came
big-
out with his first album,
Big cokehead.
he got caught. He got caught in a industry party bathroom or some shit doing coke.
And you know,
Welcome
was
to
up.
the industry.
I
like
was
I
like,
said.
damn.
and you know that like
That's when he was breaking out.
he
too.
was really going in on that shit because he's a small dude in the crowd. You're not gonna see him doing the coke. You'll see like the crowd behind him, and they're like, "Oh shit!" You see like the poofy ass hair, the fucking powder on his fucking nose and shit. That's how you get introduced to that, man.
Damn, man.
Who else? Like B.O.B., right? He had some problems too.
Oh, yeah,
B.O.B. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Like I said, everybody who was super popular and disappeared out of nowhere is something happened. Something's going on.
What's
Not
his
just
name
hip
from
hop too. Rock music. Rock
Run-
music's notorious for that shit.
Mm.
Or the old rock music, should I say? Because I don't know what the fuck it is now.
DMC from Run DMC.
Yeah.
Mm?
Oh, yeah.
Alcohol
He had alcohol. Yeah, he was
fucked up his voice.
That's where his voice got fucked up. Was alcohol.
Damn, man.
I know it was that. I don't know what
No,
happened.
it's from alcoholism.
You know,
I thought he
RZA.
blew his voice out. Just
Nah,
No,
that shit was
probably-
all from alcoholism, from drinking and shit. He
You
had
got
he had a
RZA.
seizure from
Oh,
fucking
the whole Wu
pass.
Huh? The whole
No, it's
The
about
whole-
you got and,
RZA.
RZA and all them.
RZA's voice. Just listen to his voice.
You know they was on.
no,
He's
RZA.
on
You know,
some
yeah.
shit.
That's why I listen
To
to
say
him,
the
you can tell.
stuff that Ghostface says, you have to be on something.
That's,
Mhm.
that's
I don't know what it is, but I don't know him to be having any problems like that. But to say what he does say,
Mhm.
it's questionable.
He's on some, the whole entire Wu-Tang might be on some shit.
Oh, meth is on weed, but that's
Yeah,
a drug.
meth
That's
is-
a drug.
meth is just high.
Meth and red is
That's
meth and
just
red,
that's just
That
weird.
is
No,
fine.
Cypress Hill. They all smoke.
That was weed.
Like that's a lot
Right.
of drugs still. Still
Mhm.
drug.
That's all they need. Just stop at the weed. They don't need anything else. Alcohol, don't abuse it.
I'm surprised
Another
Kanye
straight.
hasn't been caught with some fucking drugs.
Caught. Yeah, that's a thing. Caught.
Yeah,
But
I wonder what
most-
he's been taking.
Most artists usually delve into that stuff to open their mind to do different types of music because it's an artistic thing. I don't agree with it because obviously I don't do that stuff, but I can see why somebody would want to try to see if it would take them to a different thing. Because especially when you're in that type, like I said, in the industry, they run into other people who are doing this stuff.
Right.
And they can be like, hey, you got to try it, man. It opens up your mind. You can do this and this, and it takes you out of this world. And they're like, you know what? I got an album coming up. I need to open my mind and see what I could do, see where it takes me. And then that experimentation leads to addiction, and that addiction, plus all the pressures of the sales and the fans, and it's crazy. It's a crazy world.
Yeah.
It's not easy. It's not just here's your money, here's your money, here's your money.
Nope.
No,
Yeah.
it's a lot of pressure.
It's a culture.
So
Well, I mean-
alcohol and drugs are involved in that.
Yeah, alcohol and coke go hand in hand when it comes to like that kind of shit. When they go, you know, when the partying and that lifestyle that goes hand in hand. As far as like the whole, excuse me, as far as the whole, trying to open your mind up, you know, take a certain drug to open your mind up. I know coke ain't opening your mind up. That shit just makes you last longer. You know, it just makes you that like a lot of people who like drink and get drunk and get tired will start doing coke also so they can continue to drink more.
Well, I'm saying they'll do acid, they'll do like some type of something to fuck their mind up. But then that'll lead to let, me do some coke now because I'm fucked up already.
If you do one, why not do the other one?
Because when you're at the parties and everyone's doing that shit,
Pop a Molly.
and you're gonna do stuff from the introductory to the other stuff. So,
Ecstasy, Rick James.
Yeah,
No, there's definitely a lot. There's a lot
James
of
like the god of that stuff.
there's definitely a lot of peer pressure
right.
out in the industry for that. But there are artists that I was reading that have that basically just broke through that and went their own way to try to change hip hop and the stigma of like drugs and hip hop.
Yeah.
where are
And
they now?
and they're very popular. You got J. Cole, you got Kendrick Lamar, Logic,
Chance the Rapper.
Chance the Rapper.
Yeah, bullshit. I'm sorry.
He
about
almost
that
died actually. From,
He was
Now he's clean. He's clean now.
Yeah.
one. He
He's
was
clean.
on some shit too.
Yeah, no.
When you mix in coke and blondes, it's a terrible combination for a lot of celebrity.
Kryptonite.
It's kryptonite for a lot of hip hop
But
artists.
what do you guys think of that though? Like that whole genre? No, the whole
Coke and
genre.
blondes.
The
I
whole
like
genre
blondes.
of
Not the coke.
No, chill with the coke.
straight edge
Soda.
in hip hop.
No, it's good. I
don't believe them. It's cool. I don't believe it.
No, it's a good thing.
No, it's good to have sense of being. Like, don't do that shit. You see it happen to everybody. You see where it happens. It's death.
It's a counterculture.
Hey, you don't have
And if
to,
you could do it without the drugs, if you can write the way you do, if you can have the mindset that you do without doing anything to get there,
Yep.
great.
just
You don't need it.
Just don't destroy yourself. That's all.
Yeah.
Moderation.
Moderation. If
Moderation.
You got, ain't nothing wrong with drinking, but just don't get fucking destroyed
They shouldn't-
every day of the week.
They just shouldn't go above weed.
There ain't nothing wrong with smoking a little weed, but
Weed?
don't get fucking high every
Alcohol,
day of the
okay.
week.
Right.
Have you
Chill.
heard some of the music that these people come up with? And you see how it has diminished?
Oh yeah, it's like
Like a Lil Wayne verse at
Yeah.
a certain period of time was a lot worse, if not now, a lot worse than beforehand.
no, it's true.
It's really, you can really see a drop.
Yep.
Right.
It's
And
only
it's
been a
bad.
week.
And then like the Relapse with Eminem,
Yeah.
like some people are like, oh, that's the best album he's ever done, and blah, blah, blah. And like, what was it? That- what was-
Recovery.
no, Relapse. I'm talking about Relapse when he was on a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
People were like, oh, the wordplay in that is ridiculous, and his mind was somewhere. and
You could
no one
see
could
the
do it.
talent, but there was no coherence.
The music
It
was
like,
a lot worse.
Yeah, no,
The
yeah.
topics were a lot worse.
The product, yeah, it's just like
the wordplay was there
It was
because he's a
mayhem.
genius.
It's
but,
mayhem.
but it's just everywhere.
Which album was 3 a.m.?
That was Relapse.
See, that song.
And Elevators.
I'm
and
a
all that.
huge fan of that song. I think that's a brilliant song. But you could tell the motherfucker was batshit crazy and on a lot of stuff to come up with some like.
It's just hard to hear sometimes. It's hard to
motherfuckers
hear.
to pieces.
like putting it in now and listening to it, it's just like, yeah, I can't, like, it just doesn't give me, like, recovery. That was
I listened
awesome.
to
That was awesome.
Marshall Mathers LP the other day, and I haven't heard that in
Right.
years.
Mhm.
Years. Like I heard Stan, I heard like Way I Am, and like it is just insane.
He was on
It's
shit during
insane.
that too.
Not like this.
No,
Not
no,
like Recovery.
I'll tell you what it is. The problem is
He was just crazy because of his wife.
He was on the shit during the dope stuff, but then the effects of it long term started hitting later on,
deteriorates
and
you.
his brain just went. Whoop.
Well, he was on.
That's-
That was when Proof died. So it's like he was
He's-
on taking drugs on a different level. He was taking different drugs, like
It fucked
the
him up
Oxy
so
and
bad.
all that other shit.
It fucked him up so bad he forgot how to do music.
Mhm.
He's still learning how to get back to how to make music. That's why he screams all the time now, and a lot of people don't like it. And he puts so much into the wordplay that it's not a song no more.
Yeah.
Like he just tries to put as many syllables as possible. I mean, I understand the genius behind it, but those other songs was just so great. Just the way he wrote the beat, it was just much better.
Nah, man. Nah.
I think
Marshall's LP
well, the thing
too.
is, I
It's
think
best
he's-
shit. Rap God, come on.
I think
All right,
he's
relax.
I think he's doing music the way he wants to do music. Because early on, it was just like, do the blonde hair, do songs this way, do it mainstream.
No, he
And
said himself that he forgot.
What?
He said himself he forgot how to write.
When did he say that?
Like, and when Recovery was coming back.
Okay, recovery.
He
I mean,
was
well,
fighting-
yeah, that makes
He was
sense.
fighting himself to try and
Yeah.
find out how to do a song again.
Well, yeah, that makes
Wow.
sense around that time. But I'm talking about like nowadays. Like I think he's just doing music the way he wants to do it now.
Yeah,
'Cause,
it's just-
you
I
know,
don't agree.
but, I mean,
You don't like Marshall Mathers LP too?
I didn't say I didn't like it.
Oh,
I said
okay.
I like Marshall Mathers a hell of a lot better.
Really?
Hell of a lot better.
Yeah, I gotta listen to both back to back again.
That's not what we're talking about.
Do a podcast on that. Which one was best? Eminem's best albums.
But that's
a tough
just
one.
one of the artists that has, he's come back. I mean, he's
come
still can
back.
do it.
I'm
And
glad
happy
he's
that
come back. Holy shit.
sober,
Mm-hmm.
according to himself.
Did
But
Prince did he die of an overdose or something? What
yes,
was
he
it?
did.
He died.
Prince
Okay.
died of an overdose. He was addicted to what was it? It was like, what was it? It wasn't anything harsh.
She was addicted to shit.
Yeah,
I heard there was drug. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
something.
he just OD'd on whatever it was.
Was it like medical shit though?
Think so. Yeah.
Like something like Michael Jackson, right? Michael Jackson
Michael
was
Jackson
like
also. He
like
was
had
addicted
high
to-
dosage.
He was
of,
addicted to.
he was getting put in a
Sleeping
coma
pills.
every night. Like
sleeping
that.
pills or whatever.
That's crazy.
like he wasn't on like the drugs that these idiots take out. That like he's just like go to the doctor and get like
No, he would
up
have his
shit.
own doctor.
yeah yeah.
He had his
Give
own
him
doctor.
So much
He's
prescriptions.
getting paid $100
Yeah.
grand a month.
He was on some shit.
Put him into a coma every night.
Yeah,
That's
some-
How could you
crazy.
just be so fucked up you can't go to sleep anymore?
Yeah,
That's fucking crazy.
it's like
Because
being
he
Michael
couldn't turn.
Jackson.
He couldn't. He found out he actually couldn't turn white. He couldn't go to sleep anymore.
He
He's
couldn't
like,
turn-
I can't be black. No, I'm sorry.
He
But
wasn't
still.
even close to being black again.
No.
That's
So
true.
that shit
It was rough.
gone.
It was a rough change of life, and that was
Mm.
part of all the drugs and stuff. His nose was gone. I don't know if that had anything to do with it. I need a plastic nose. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Man's taking shots at Michael Jackson.
I love Michael Jackson.
No, but
He
it's
had a
another,
plastic nose. Though.
it's another example of how drugs, fucked up his career, fucked up his life.
No, the
Killed him.
world.
I
fucked up
hope
him.
that. I hope that.
Well, yeah, but
honestly, don't hope that doesn't happen with the Weeknd because he's on that. He always,
Weekend's on some shit.
he's
Oh,
always
he-
talking about this fucking coke he be doing
Shit.
all the time.
yeah.
He's
And what
bringing
about
down
the-
Selena Gomez in it too. Hopefully I don't hear nothing about that.
oh man,
You will.
You don't know the girl, so you shouldn't care about it.
Hopefully I don't hear nothing.
like, you don't know, so you shouldn't care.
It's another
No,
life.
Bring it down, talent, whatever.
Maybe she's
Drugs.
introducing them to some shit. You don't
No.
know her. You don't know her.
No.
You don't know her.
Introducing
You
Weeknd
don't
to
know her.
fucking-
Do you know her lifestyle? Have you met her? No, exactly. You don't know this lifestyle.
no,
son.
but he knows that she dated
Like-
Justin Bieber. He knows
No.
that. Okay.
Barely know that.
Justin
Okay.
Bieber introduced her to some shit. She's like, yo, I'll fuck with these drugs. Let me show the Weeknd this stuff. He's like,
She
what? I
introduced
only
this
fuck with.
It's a weekend.
I like
Yeah,
how
let
you
me
like
show the
how he
Weeknd.
defends her so fast.
Let me see the weekend.
No, I'm not defending the weekend.
These damn groupies. No, Weeknd's on some shit. He always sings about the shit that he's on all the
The
time.
artist I'm
He ain't
worried
trying to hide
about.
it.
Maybe he's just acting.
Nah,
The artist I'm worried about overdosing. Though, who's the guy who sung "I'm in love with the cocoa"?
That's nobody.
Like-
Anyway,
Yeah, that's nobody.
Anyway,
Nobody important.
Yeah, so, yeah,
That has nothing to do with drugs. It's cocaine.
we're talking about like artists, actual people who have talent that are affected by this,
Yeah.
not people who just say some dumb shit over.
One-hit wonders.
I was like, OG Genesis, right?
I don't know who the fuck. If I had a gun to my head and if someone said, "Tell me who sings that song," I would be dead in 2 seconds.
He was doing the dance at the award show. You loved him.
That's
That was it,
the
right?
same guy.
Yeah.
Wait, is that the other song? The other song.
I hated it. I don't know.
Oh.
What, I didn't like that.
Pipe it up or whatever.
Oh no.
I
I
remember
remember those-
He was
I
like
hated
this?
that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that made me laugh.
With the cocoa.
That made me laugh. And when I heard that in Vegas, I was dying. So I have to admit that performance actually made me show some appreciation for that shitty song. I could actually have fun with it when I go out. But what the fuck's the name of that
I
song?
don't
Oh,
think he
cut
was-
it. You got to cut it.
Cut.
Yeah.
That's the same guy.
Yeah.
Who does Coco?
I think, yeah.
That price is way too high. You
I don't
need
listen
a
to him.
Cuddy.
I don't listen to him like that, but yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
And yeah,
Wow.
all of them are awful songs, but I loved him performing though. I could watch him all day. He just said, "That's face."
I don't
That
think In Love with the
face.
Coco, he's actually on it. I don't think he's on it. I think that was just a sham.
Baking soda.
Oh God.
Baking soda.
I think he may have sold it. Maybe in love with selling it. I don't know about doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about
Well, I hope he doesn't. Cocaine's
care.
messed up.
I
So
can
it's
care
a
less.
fucked up drug. It's like,
that. Care less.
Oh, really? I don't know who he is. I
So much hatred for Selena, but then you just want OG Genesis. You hope he's okay.
he said, "I hope he's okay." I don't even know who this guy is.
it's all right.
I hope he's okay.
I don't want anyone to overdose or have their career ruined by cocaine or any drug.
Who's the biggest artist who's been on some shit that we know of?
Eminem, probably, right?
Biggest?
Yeah.
Eminem.
And-
as far as hip hop,
Oh,
I'd
how
probably
about-
say Eminem, right?
Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey.
No, what about current?
gosh.
Are we
Current.
talking about music? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
You go
What
music.
about current?
I don't know anyone who's actually like known to be.
Yeah,
Future?
Well,
Future.
Miley Cyrus has to
Weeknd.
be on something, right?
wait, the designers
The
gotta
Weeknd.
be on
Oh,
all
shit.
kinds
Yeah.
of shit.
Yeah, that's
I
a
think
good
we
one.
can-
I don't know. I think
collectively
his mind
agree.
is just messed up.
That's a
From
good point.
drugs,
I don't
he's
know about
on
that. No,
some
there's definitely
shit.
coke
He's a
going on.
fucking crackhead.
There's definitely coke going on. Yeah.
He's a crackhead.
You ever see that montage on
Yes.
YouTube about
He
it?
just
It's
makes
amazing.
weird noises.
It says
The
the
weird
things. The
noises.
things they says. He's not saying anything.
Was Fetty Wap on anything?
Fetty Wap,
God
probably. He
damn.
had to have been.
Yeah.
Probably Coke.
We're just speculating now.
Yeah. This is not confirmed, ladies and gentlemen. This is just what I think.
Well, the name of the song is Trap House.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean,
that's selling. That's
But
not doing.
It doesn't matter though. It's like
can you picture Fetty Wap at a party not doing drugs?
no.
No,
No.
seriously.
He sounds like a Coke and Blondes type of.
Yeah, love them blondes.
You know, take him down.
He's got a lot of baby mamas,
He disappeared. He disappeared. So
drugs, and baby
he did
mamas.
disappear, didn't he?
I hope he stays.
he has a song out like
Wait.
right now. Though.
I hate. Oh,
He sounds
like
terrible.
a dead seal.
Yeah, so like a seal about to die.
That sounds horrible.
So it's the drugs. It's the drugs that did that.
No, it is. It definitely is. You can't possibly sing like that sober. It's impossible. They won't sign you. You have to have like some drugs attached to it. You have to. But like,
And that's not auto tune either, right? That's just him.
I just bad voice.
No, that's
Yeah,
auto-tune.
it's-
That's
yeah,
auto-tune.
It is?
It's
Oh,
definitely
okay.
auto. It's auto tune.
That's all too.
Oh yeah.
I would like to hear it without.
I'd like to hear him in a
Love
booth,
to hear it without.
recording booth. You hear him.
It's like no,
Oh,
you can imitate that though. I don't think it's auto tune.
No.
I don't think that's
Also,
auto-tune.
what's his name? Even though he's been dead for years, Biggie Smalls, he was a big cokehead.
It was Coke.
Yeah, coke, big time.
Really?
Big
Really?
time. And it says it in his lyrics too. Big time cokehead.
Don't living that lifestyle. You think Tupac was on anything?
Yeah, cool.
No.
I guarantee Tupac did some coke too.
Probably. Yeah, probably was
Coke
not Coke.
is the main drug. Coke. It's always coke.
But if you're at those parties, if you're at that level, you gotta have strong willpower. To be like,
Yeah.
nah, get out of here.
Not
And
like-
then you don't hit that level.
No
they
interest,
won't even
man,
push
no
you.
interest.
I've never had
The industry won't
interest.
even push you without
No
doing
interest.
that.
I've never had interest in coke, man.
Never
I don't
either,
want to
man.
snort anything up
It's
my
more
damn
like,
nose.
listen, if you're, I
Oh, it's
mean, I haven't
expensive.
been,
It's very expensive.
That's
I haven't
number
been
one.
to these parties, so I'm just talking from what I've heard or seen. But when you go to those, people don't want to deal with you. You know, how if they're selling something, they're like, "Oh, you're not going to do it before I buy it to test it out or
Right.
whatever," and they're like, "All right, there you go, it's fine." At those parties, they're like, "You're not down with us if you don't join us."
Where'd you
and-
hear about this? How you know about this?
Well done.
How you know
Well
about
done.
this?
Illuminati. No,
So
Illuminati,
I'm
Illuminati.
just saying, in general, if you turn it down,
Right.
the group of people who are doing it
Mm-hmm.
won't accept you unless you have an immense talent and can benefit. They can benefit from you.
Yeah.
peer pressure.
Like if they say, "Okay, you're not doing it, fine," you go over there, fine, do what you want, because you have so much talent that they can't get rid of you. But if you're if you have no talent, basically, and you're up there,
Right.
and you're trying to get along with them and trying to get money from everybody, you'd be like, "I'm going to do whatever I can to stay here," and that's the dilemma. So you have to be a genius. You have to be very well off before you even go into any of these things. Or otherwise they're going to be like, "Listen, you can't. What are you doing for us?
Yeah.
All right.
Either you join us or you're against us."
It's like, motherfucker,
Messed
I'm
up.
making millions. I'm not doing coke.
No,
How about that?
I'd be like, I don't need you.
But
like,
the
who you-
millions,
it's like, who-
is just bringing all that cocaine.
Yeah, exactly. Who are you, cokehead?
Yeah, right.
Fuck that shit.
But you just better hope it doesn't destroy you, because some people get destroyed.
Nah, fuck that.
Do you think Keith Murray was on Coke?
Yep.
He was on
Maybe.
something. I'm not gonna say it was coke, but he was on something bad. Bad. I wonder if cannabis was on it.
Yep.
Because whenever you say Keith Murray, I gotta say cannabis. Whenever you make an album as bad as the one they had, you had to be on something. You're an alcoholic. I don't know.
That album, man. Every time I think about it, I'm like, what made them want to collab?
Drugs.
We do
you
the
that
same
too?
shit.
You do
Damn.
that too?
We have the same dealer.
Let's do this album
Let's do an
tonight.
album.
Tonight.
Oh, man.
Let's do this album tonight.
Damn.
One night.
Yeah, they must have did. No, it sounded like it was done in one night.
Sound like they don't even remember doing the album.
They don't remember.
They won't
They
ever
don't
say
even
it.
know. They don't even know they have an album.
They won't ever say you bought that album. Nope. They will never say that.
Do you think Drake does drugs?
I think Drake did coke.
I think he's a very good
Al,
actor.
tell me,
so
Al,
I
what-
doubt it.
I
Do
was
you do
gonna say,
coke?
such a whack joke. Anyway, I was just gonna ask: are there any artists that obviously haven't been announced? You know, come out as somebody that's like a party person to do drugs that you would suspect?
That I would suspect.
Yeah.
I don't
If
think
you had
Drake.
to
I don't
guess.
think Drake would be one of them, because I think he's a great actor, and I don't think he would jump into that.
You don't think
Because-
he
That doesn't
you
mean
don't think he
anything.
do coke?
Well, I mean,
Robert
could.
Downey Jr. is a fucking great actor, and he
No, he
did
used to
fucking
be.
mad drugs.
Oh,
he
he's
used to
alive.
be. He
Chris
was never
Used to be a great actor.
Nah, he wasn't a great actor.
Iron Man.
He's better now.
Come on, man.
After the drugs.
He was awesome, man.
Chris Brown, I would say
Gotta fucking-
definitely.
Oh, I would say
Oh,
Chris
yeah.
Brown
Chris
definitely.
Brown,
Oh, yeah.
definitely cokehead.
He's all
Oh,
skinny
yeah,
too.
yeah.
Skinny
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Beating chicks. Yeah, he definitely does drugs.
Not before I forget about Drake.
50
He has
Cent.
so many people writing for him. He probably doesn't need any talent, so he's probably doing something.
Wow.
All right, now that that's out the way.
Wow.
Yeah, Chris Brown definitely. Sorry, Chris Brown.
That's got to be the worst
stole my
shit
name.
ever, man. If anybody accuses you of like having ghostwriters, man, it's got to be the worst thing. Like even if it's not true, and you know what I mean, like
Doesn't matter. It's not gonna stop.
that shit's still gonna be on you.
the
That
stigma.
shit's still.
Oh, it's
you
true.
know.
It's damn true. But
Damn.
No, I'm sorry. I
The
was
second
sidetracked with that.
reference.
but listen, in the age of Instagram and the age of like putting videos up constantly, if you're incoherent in these things,
Okay.
and you're blabbing about nonsense, one night when you're out, it's gonna be easier to suggest that you're probably on something, or at least really drunk.
And a lot of cokeheads or people who used to do drugs know when someone is on the drug. Like they talk differently, they act differently.
Hell yeah.
Like I've been around. I have friends who know people who do coke. And I've been around them, and they make me very uncomfortable. They talk very quick. Their eyes are spaced out, and I'm like, "Get them the fuck away from me! You can't have a conversation with a fucking cokehead.
I've met a few.
You can't.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't. I don't like being around people like that. So it's like
true.
you could kind of tell. And I used to work with somebody who used to be on some shit, but not anymore. He knows like the characteristics some of these people have.
Oh
like,
yeah, they can call it
I've
out.
seen it.
yeah, like, oh, yep, look, he's sweating a lot. Yep, he's on the shit. Like, they have these characteristics. So it's like,
They
if
have a sense
Yeah.
for how it feels.
if they're just talking about something like how their day was, blah, 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 and they're talking that fast, it's like, you're a fucking cokehead. Get away from me. Get away from me. You're probably going to steal some money out of my fucking pocket and spend it on some fucking blow.
Oh man.
No, but it's true, though.
it's
They know.
Like, all right, so have you ever walked into a place where everyone was drunk, all your friends were drunk,
Uh-huh.
and you get there late,
Uh-huh.
and you don't feel like being there because everybody's fucked up?
Yes, absolutely. I would.
So-
Well, if
sorry.
everyone's
So
drunk,
at
you
these
just go
parties-
get a beer.
No, you got a lot of catching up to. I'm talking slots drunk, like done.
No, I know exactly what you're going
And you're
because
like, this is nonsense. All you guys, I can't even talk to you guys because you're gone.
to go exactly what
Yeah.
he's saying. I went to No Mal's Palace when it was in business in the city, late, and that place is grimy as shit.
It's a different
It
world.
said I got there at 1:30 sober.
Damn.
1:30 sober,
Not a good place.
and it was like The Walking Dead. It was zombies. I felt like I was fucked up because I can't. You know when you're drunk and you're maneuvering around drunks, you could maneuver. You won't bump into nobody. But when you're sober, you can't maneuver around drunks. You feel like the drunk guy because you're bumping into everybody. So it's like you're uncomfortable. You're scared also because I'm like, I can't even talk to these people. You have to be on that same level of drunkenness.
Right.
You know, it's like if these people are like go to have these crazy parties where they're all fucked up on different drugs or whatever, and they're not doing them, then they're probably so uncomfortable that it's just like it's either leave or join them. You know, so it's a very very horrible situation. I would be like, yo, I'll just get myself fucked up with some fucking alcohol. You know, like worst case scenario, just drink. You know, like just drink.
if there's 50 people fucked up on coke and you get to these parties,
Then I will not be at that party.
you shouldn't be at the parties. Yeah,
I
you know what I'm
wouldn't-
saying?
yeah.
At that level of stardom,
Can't.
every party is that party.
Alcohol is. There'll be alcohol.
Hopefully it's just that.
There'll be
Yeah,
alcohol. So
but
I
there'll
will
always
drink.
be a side room.
Rooms, motherfuckers. Side rooms.
There'll always be that table.
But Bruno Mars like, get over here.
Splitting it up.
Bruno Mars like, get over here, man.
Is that sugar?
Is that sugar?
Can I have some?
Come have some of this sugar. Julio served that scampi.
Who is this Julio?
Who's cutting it? Julio's
Julio is
cutting it.
cutting it.
Julio's cutting the coke.
Like, just put my name in the song.
Yo, Julio's cutting the coke. That's crazy.
That's what the scam.
Yo, he's in like 3 songs.
Yeah,
For
he's
nobody-
definitely in 2. I know 2.
Yeah. He's in a bunch of
Oh,
songs.
Julio?
Julio,
Yeah.
yeah.
He mentioned
For everybody,
Yeah.
Wow.
explain what the hell you're talking about,
Lobster
man.
tail for dinner. Julio served that scampi.
Jesus.
Come on, man. Everyone
Bruno
knows
Mars.
that line.
Bruno
Mars.
Bruno
Wow.
Mars.
The
man.
song, that's what I like.
That's crazy.
We were
know?
talking about that the other day. How he referenced that guy Julio
He just drops that
in like
name.
3 songs. Who the fuck is Julio?
Julio?
That's the middleman.
Wake up with no jam.
I need to find out.
Wake up with no jammies. Lobster tail for dinner.
We need to do a podcast.
Julio
on
served
that.
that scampi.
Stop.
Who is Julio?
Who is Julio?
Who is Julio?
Who is Julio?
Next song,
Sounds like
If
a
anyone
song.
knows,
Julio chop that coke. Julio cut that coke.
if anyone knows in the comments who this Julio fella is, Just leave it there.
I'm sure there's a super fan out there that knows.
If Julio is listening, let us know exactly what you do in this.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Are you the producer?
He serves some scampi
I
though.
don't know.
I want to try the scampi.
What's for dinner?
Hey,
Julio serve that scampi.
What's this barbecue?
Oh man.
Damn.
Oh man. Is there anybody else who you would you bring up that comes to mind right away?
I don't know why I just
Busta Rhymes, is he ever known for drugs?
Nah, just food.
Just food.
Damn.
I'm sorry. I'm
Damn, man.
Just
sorry.
food. He's
Nah,
addicted to
just-
food.
Nah,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Just food.
Oh,
That's a drug.
Lauren Hill. Lauren Hill.
I don't know.
No.
She's disappeared quite a few
What
times.
about Erica
Actually,
Badu?
yeah,
You think Erica Badu was on some shit?
Probably.
She's very spiritual.
Yeah.
She's very talented though. I don't know.
Cheers.
Maybe shrooms.
A little spaced out. Probably a little.
It's
Probably some
just
mushrooms.
weed. Probably a lot of weed.
Definitely weed.
Probably a lot of.
Sure.
I wouldn't go there.
She's a little higher than weed, I think. Or maybe she smokes that platinum OG.
That was him. Yes.
That's coke.
No.
Talking about that sucker. A piece of them stop.
Any R&B? Maybe I haven't named any R&B.
R&B.
Other than like back in the day.
I'm not gonna put him on blast, but I'm pretty sure he's done a line.
Well, we
before.
did say the weekend, so.
Usher's done a line before.
Damn,
I mean,
really?
I'm sorry. I'm
You
sorry to
think
throw
so?
him under. He's done a line before. He's not. I wouldn't say he's like addicted to anything, but
What
I
about
know
P.
that
Diddy?
motherfucker. Hell
And
yes.
P. Diddy?
Hell yes.
Neo.
Neil, yeah, he did. It's like,
Damn.
I'm sorry.
That's like
Damn.
everybody. You say
Yeah,
everybody.
it's like it's hard for me to believe that someone this hasn't done it. Addicted? No, I don't think these guys are addicted to it, but
If you'd like to refute, just leave it in the comments.
yeah, I mean, if you say I'm wrong and for calling these people out, fine.
We're not saying you did it.
Yeah,
We're saying you
We just
might.
think we think you did.
yeah.
I'm not saying that, but we think you
If you
did.
put a list of guys and you say yes, no, yes, I'm gonna say yes. You put Usher there, I'm gonna say yeah, he did a line before. Sorry, doesn't make him a bad guy. He did a fucking line of coke.
So Method Man
Tyrese,
so much
Tyrese.
weed that you don't think they did coke. Or do
I
you
think Method
that-
Man just loves weed so much that it does enough. He's like me. It does enough. I don't need to get higher than that. Why do I need to get higher than that? Redman also. I think he just did weed. Actually, wait. Redman. He says some shit sometimes. No, there's some shit that Redman says.
He's never referenced coke.
No,
though.
he hasn't.
No,
he hasn't.
never
he
really
hasn't.
referenced it.
He hasn't.
Nope.
Just weed.
I'll tilt more towards just weed with him.
That is a daily, every hour thing. So there's no room.
Yeah,
There's no time for
yeah,
coke.
yeah.
Ghostface.
Ghostface,
We
I
already
would
said
probably
that. We
say
played
he's
with
definitely would be.
Raekwon? It's questionable.
Raekwon, I would probably say yeah.
MC Hammer. Let me stop.
MC Hammer, probably, yeah. MC Hammer did coke. MC Hammer with the pants. Come on.
Those shows were very.
You know how much
a
fucking-
lot of energy in those.
It's like,
shows.
how do
It's true.
You know how
It's-
much coke you could hide in them pants?
Damn.
Come on,
Come
man.
on, he's a reverend.
Well, now he doesn't do them. I don't
Like
think.
a drug
He
cartel.
was then.
Yeah, seriously.
I don't think he would have done it. He helped a lot of people. I wouldn't say.
Ever?
I wouldn't say.
Well, it'd be like
Yeah.
it would,
He
definitely.
did lose a lot of money. Though.
It would make a yeah. I was about to say make a case for how much.
I don't think
how
he was
fast
addicted
lost
to
those
it. I'm
millions.
pretty sure he either helped people get some, or he either did a line
They
here.
probably
and
put it on a donut or something.
there. Or before a show.
Damn.
Put it on a donut.
Put it on a
They
donut.
tricked him. They said, "Here, have
You want
this
some
frosted
powdered
donut."
donut?
They said, "Oh, I used to not like these, but
Like
the taste of
with
this."
I can't stop. I
Touching
can't
the
stop. I
nose,
can't
like-
stop. I can't feel my
Can't
mouth.
stop. Won't stop.
I can't feel my mouth. I can't.
This donut smells great.
What about Shaquille O'Neal? Shaquille O'Neal.
No, I don't. See,
Nah,
no,
I don't see it.
no.
Not with the funk from his slipper the way
Yeah,
it was.
yeah. He just talks too slow to be a cokehead.
I would say codeine. I would say he would probably drink some
Shit
of
that slows you down.
Yeah.
Nothing that speeds because he's
The
just
way he
talks
was on the
slow.
Celtics, he was pretty much on codeine every day.
Yeah.
Damn.
He was super slow.
Wow. Wow. That's
Nah,
foul.
Shaq ain't never do no coke.
He might have done some painkiller. He might have been addicted to that with his foot looking the way it did.
True.
Yo, that foot was on some shit.
So he was
You ever
probably
see his
doing
foot?
something.
No, I haven't seen this one.
I
no.
got bring this something.
It was bad. So he's probably on something for that.
Oh man. too
But
much.
I wouldn't count. He doesn't qualify as a musician. No,
That
I
would
would try to pick up with that, and I never can get in contact. It's not a fucking phone.
It's dumb because why is it a phone? Because you hold it up to your ear. So if I take this beer bottle and I put it to my ear and I'm like, this is the
Oh
beer, this is the
shit!
beer
Bottle
phone.
phone.
The beer phone.
Bottle phone. No. bottle phone.
I can't hear you. I'm drinking too much fucking beer. No, it's corny.
I got you.
No.
Hold on.
Yeah, it's like the dumbest shit in the world.
And wealth and success is something that
It's nothing new, man.
It's
They
a
always
state-
type it
There
up.
you go.
Yep, that's
It sounds like they're having a decent conversation.
We got Mayweather and we got
But it looks
50 Cent.
but it looks like 50 Cent reaching for a gun
Hell yeah, about
to
to
take him
money.
out. About to take out Mayweather.
That's how the initial beef happened between them.
Success speaks for itself. You don't need to
The
show
smart-
money.
it
You
doesn't-
don't need
we
to
never
flaunt
said that the people who
your
have
riches.
the money are the smartest people in the world.
It's true.
They're not.
Also, people that don't have the money flaunt it. Remember Lil Zane's video?
Well,
They can rent the money phone.
that's true. They could borrow money from the
Bow Wow.
He's like throwing out the money. That shit ain't yours.
They
Bow Wow
borrow a
too.
stack.
Dollar.
Bow Wow also,
With
man.
100 on the top. The rest all ones.
I can do that. No, I can't.
Showing a picture
I
of
ain't
a
got no
private,
100. I ain't got no 100.
Nope.
showing a picture of a private jet, and then getting caught on fucking
That's not the money
Delta.
phone.
Lil Bow Wow.
He didn't hold the plane up to his ear.
Hold the plane up to his ear.
Oh, yeah.
Success speaks for itself.
Yeah.
You don't have to talk with a stack of ones.
But you
By
gotta
your
see,
ear.
you gotta realize that
You don't have
the
to do that.
demographic they're talking to appreciates them showing them the wealth.
It's an attention-starved society. It's like the people that are on TV are attention-starved, and they breed a whole nother generation of people who want to be like them. Attention-starved.
It's a world. It's a world star hip hop demographic they're hitting,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what they're doing. Everyone else, they can give a fuck about. They don't care if you don't like them doing it, and they do it for them. And that's they're not gonna buy your album. People on world star hip hop ain't buying albums.
It's another example of people on TV actually it's an example of people who aren't on TV viewing people who are on TV more, making them like seem bigger than they actually are.
Oh yeah,
And
everybody's people.
I was like, oh my god.
Glorifying
Basically, y'all
celebrity.
people just need lives and focus on their own damn life and stop being like, oh, let me be like this person with this fucking, let me get on Snapchat. Get a fucking life.
It's an envy thing. They want it. They want it, so they envy it,
It's terrible.
and they're gonna show it off because they
Work.
got what you don't.
Go to work. Work a job. Get some money. Stop trying to be like these idiots.
They can't have that money phone.
And do coke.
they can't.
And do the money phone.
Don't. They can't.
They probably buy Coke with the money phone, right?
They probably got coke in the money phone,
Probably got Coke in the money phone.
hidden.
That's crazy.
They said there's coke on every dollar. You know that, right?
Really?
Yeah.
No, it's 20.
Every 20.
Mm-hmm.
Why $20 not the $1 bill?
They have to circulate. It's all dirty money.
Coke money.
Crazy. Crazy.
So if you chop up a 20 and snip it, that's what you could do.
Chop up for 20 cents.
That's what you could do.
Goddamn.
Oh, God, I'm fucked up.
Don't do drugs.
Yo, bro, you ready to go?
How do you do that so well?
That was good, right? That was good.
All right.
I don't
wanna-
do coke, man.
You want to
That's
take us out on this, man?
Don't do Coke.
On the outro?
Say no to drugs. Ninja Turtles taught me well
what?
in the arcade.
You want me to do the outro? Yeah,
man,
let me
do
do
it.
that shit. I'm gonna
Hurry
do
up, man. Just
I'm
do it
gonna do
quick.
like Cosby. Well, that is all we have for you today. As always, for those listening or watching, let us know what you think in the comments. If you want to see live video recordings of all of our podcasts, just go to YouTube and search the official 857 Music channel. Email your questions for a shout out to comments at 857ent.com. And for our latest updates, log on to 857ent.com. Like us on the Facebook, search 857 Hip Hop. Follow us on the Twitter at 857 Music. Check out our latest content available on the iTunes, the Amazon, CD Baby, and the Stitcher, and more streaming services. And finally, for our weekly 857 Entertainment, show your support. Thumbs up, leave a comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If we reach 1,000 subscribers, Kevin will take a pie in the face. Not a pudding pot pie, but we'll take a pie in the face. And as always, peace out. Piece of hair grease. Make sure you don't do the coke like these people that you follow on the TV screen. And make sure you see the next week on the podcast. And see you already.